Hey to you, Gemini. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is Meenakshi here. This is a reading for that last week of August, first week of September. Here in South Africa, we're going into our spring season, 1st of September, so happy spring day. Wow, and you know, spring is a wonderful time of new beginnings, planting seeds, and growth, and change, and transformation. So, let's start off. I'm going to change up my reading a little bit again. Change is good. I love change. I also have air in my chart, so you find if you're a bit of an air personality, being stagnant doesn't actually work for you. You do like to have changes. So Gemini, this is a general reading for you, so take what resonates with you and leave what does not. And remember, if any part of this reading is not resonating with you, please look at your sun, your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. I want to thank those of you that have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate that. And those of you that haven't, please do consider. So Gemini, what do we see coming up here? Some opportunities are coming towards some of you. Opportunities and changes and transformation. There's a lot of transformation happening in some of your lives. Things are coming to an end. Okay, let's see. We see energies here. We see Scorpio energy. We see Capricorn energy. We see Sagittarius energy. We see Leo energy. And we see Taurus energy. So a lot of things that were started. You made a choice for something. We see some of you could have started maybe a job or a relationship that has come to an end for some reason. Or it could also be a case of not necessarily an end, but there has been this transformation within this relationship, which requires you to really look at this relationship and really look at the situation. It's very important that you look at things that are not working for you anymore. Go down to the roots of this relationship. The things may need to be reevaluated. You may need to have new structure or new guidance, because something that was supposed to have been a good situation for you is not necessarily such a good situation anymore. It's almost as though what was supposed to have worked out and the way that it was supposed to have been is not like that anymore. There has been this tremendous change. Okay, so we are looking at all of this. There's been this tremendous change. Things that are requiring you to be very strong, to be very focused. A lot of you have to let go of a lot of things. You really, it's a good thing to, to invite newness. It's a good thing to invite something new into your life. Some of you could be in a situation where there's an imbalance in your relationships, where things are just not very good. There's a lot of a lot of manipulation within this relationship. We see that some of you could be becoming very manipulative, or you are being manipulated within your situation, and this requires you to be very focused, to also understand that what you are going through is actually cyclic. Some of you may have been going through the situation before. Some of you may have got involved in a situation which was, even though you thought it was a different relationship, a different kind of relationship, a different kind of situation, you got involved in the same thing that you've always gotten involved in, Gemini. You've got involved with the same temptations. You've gotten involved with the same type of person. It's like you didn't recognize the song, didn't recognize the lyrics because the tune was different, but it is the same song. And this is what you've gotten yourself involved in. Some of you may have gotten married to somebody, and you're finding yourself, reevaluating the situation, and there could be some disappointment. Some of you may have a living situation, but there's some disappointment within the situation. You're needing to have a lot of balance with yourself, with the situation. Some of you wanting to walk away, wanting to walk to something else. Some of you feeling that you just can't carry on like this. Some of you feeling quite depressed and quite hopeless about the situation, and knowing that you do need change. Some of you may even be considering going for counseling. And that's great. You know what? If you think that this relationship can be saved, seriously look at going for counseling, look at going for therapy, look at doing, maybe getting somebody involved that can help you bring back this balance and bring back this love into this relationship that is not there. But even though things are not looking very good and you are feeling a bit depressed within the situation, Gemini, you need to know that there is hope for you. You know what? There is a brighter future for you. You need to just stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop the self-pity. You need to literally create this balance. This self-pity is just digging a hole for yourself that's not where you are supposed to be. Let's draw some more cards here for you, Gemini. Let's go draw some more cards. Okay, definitely. You made a choice. Devil twice in this reading. And you got Seven of Cups twice in this reading. So definitely a betrayal. You guys have gone through a betrayal. You made a choice. Judgment again. You made a choice in this relationship. You made a choice to be with this person. It started off very exciting. It started off very intoxicating. And you literally were blinded. Some of you could have been blinded by lust, by temptation, by, all the good things that this situation had promised. But there was this betrayal. There's been, I'm not even sure whether to say you betrayed yourself or you betrayed the other person, because you had this hopefulness within the situation. We see a fire energy coming through here. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy coming through in this reading. You see some of you are looking towards this, and some of you could have this in your chart. You could have this person in your space. But a sense of creativity is here. A sense of owning your power, owning your strength, but also being aware that some of you are very caught up with stress and drama, sleepless nights, nightmares, and just feeling very unhappy with your situation. Some of you could be also feeling that, you need to make some changes, and there are some financial implications with the changes that you made. There could be something better for you. You could have been involved with something that was really financially draining. And yeah, if this relationship is not working out, or some of you could also be having a job situation where something failed, and now you're having the situation where you're having a second chance and you're going to see this prosperity. But we also see some of you are feeling very trapped in your situations, needing to move on, giving yourself this opportunity. But also, don't get into the cycle of going back to the same drama. Some of you may be thinking, you know what, I'm going to fix it with sex, and you can't. I actually paused, if you noticed. I took a long pause. Physical attraction is one thing, but if you're going to base your relationship on physical desire, there has to be more to this relationship than that. There has to be more that's going to hold you together with this person. You need to think about this. You need to look at the foundation of this relationship that some of you are in. This is, attraction is one thing, but to allow yourself to be stuck almost with a little bit of immorality in your life is not going to bring you the happiness that you need, Gemini. Okay, let's get a bit more clarity here. This can take a different level of reading. Some of you that are into tarot readings maybe should go and get a personal reading if this is so I'm talking to you, because there's a lot of drama that's involved here. There's a lot of situations that's involved. And you need to be very mindful of giving this person a second chance and allowing yourself to get caught up in a situation that causes you so much of stress and trauma. The honeymoon phase is going to end at some point, but be very mindful of getting involved and allowing yourself to be caught up in this relationship because of you thinking, you know what, this honeymoon phase, that's where I want to be. You need to really think about this very carefully. You need to think about where it is that you want to be. You need to think about what your boundaries are. You need to think that, you know what, you need to look towards the future. You need to look that, you do need to have cooperation, and you do have this cooperation in your life. You do have these people that want to work with you, but you also cannot afford to be in conflict situations that is tiring you out, that is stressing you out. There's a love situation that is not working, which means that you need to take a moment to rest, to take a moment to pause, to take a moment to rethink about what has been going on. Some of you may be wanting to rush to something new, maybe wanting to rush towards an independence or to living, your own life, but you've got to be very careful about the choices that you are making. Don't rush from one thing to another, even though you feel the need to just going to get away from your situation. It's very important that you create boundaries in your life as well, Gemini. Demarcate your areas. Know what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept, and allow healing to happen in yourself, in your space. Allow this affirmation of self-worth to rise up within you. Allow yourself to become stronger in that. Some of you could be wanting to run away because you're feeling so depressed about your situations. You're feeling so caught up in your situations. You just want to escape. You want to leave this behind you. You want to move on to something else. You want to focus on yourself. You want to learn new things. You want to progress. You want to improve. Some of you could be having these ideas to change yourself, to change your situation, to improve your situation, and to have a better situation. You need to also decide for yourself, are you going to waste your years and your time in something that brings you no happiness? No matter how much you may try, there's something that's going on where you need to prevent prophesizing negativity over yourself. You're having this negative self-professing energy that is just, putting you in a hole of depression. You need to get out of that. And you need to just be very sure of what it is that you want, and you need to realize that you just need to take a moment to step back from your situations, to take a moment to pause, to think about where it is that you need to be. And you will find that there is people out there that's willing to lend you a hand to help pick you up and to help you find your path again. You don't need to be stuck in this turmoil and this toxicity and this drama, Gemini. Okay, let's draw some more cards here for you, Gemini. Okay. Now sometimes we get into situations, Gemini, that just become so not the way it was supposed to have been, not the way it started. It just changed, and something just changed, and things happen. It's important that you realize appreciation. Have some appreciation for yourself, for where you are. Even though there's chaos around you, you need to look beyond this chaos. You need to look beyond the drama. You need to look at yourself. Some of you could be having this thinking woman person in your space. And this generally is somebody who you would find is a very focused person, somebody who inspires you to be better. It could be a close friend. In some cases, it could also be somebody that you find yourself attracted to, but also that you need to make these changes within yourself. It's important that you allow these changes to happen for yourself. Look at the inspiration that this person brings you. Look at what it is that they're asking of you to be a better person, how to be a better person, how to allow yourself to grow, how to allow yourself to just empower you. It could, like I said, you could have a new love interest. Somebody who's more conscious, somebody who's more aware of you, more aware of your situations, more aware of what it is that you bring to the table. And maybe instead of getting involved with situations that is just based on lustfulness, make a conscious awareness to get involved in a loving situation, a loving relationship. It's more of a case of you needing, this is specific to Geminis that are going through a breakup. If you're not going through a situation where your relationship is on rocky grounds, this reading is probably not meant for you. So I would suggest you look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. Some of you could be thinking about taking a trip. Some of you may be thinking of just taking a stepping back from what is happening in your life. Some of you may be traveling with work. Some of you may also be wanting to move your residence or change your job, or just make some changes in your life. But there's and if it's not even possible to make this move, some of you are really just wanting to get out of where you're at and get into something new. We see this coming through. Some of you could very well be in a situation where you need to look at your close relationships, your close connections that you have, your extended family that you have. You have a support structure around you. There's a lot of value in loving relationships with your friends, with your families, and they help you bring your vibration up. And you need to look at that. You need to look at that, changing your energy from where it is to becoming more positive. Some of you could also be looking to attend more group functions, getting involved in things. Some of you could also be meeting somebody new. You could be wanting to connect with somebody who already has a family. So we see that coming up, But heal yourself and heal yourself from your situations. You're moving out of this toxic situation. So allow yourself to be in a situation where there is this love and this happiness and this prosperity and acceptance, because you want to be with somebody who's going to love you and accept you and be aware. You know, you don't want to be with somebody who's not aware of you and your situations, not aware of who you are. Some of you also could be looking at making some changes, you know. Maybe you need somebody, maybe some of you could look at getting a mentor to, or rather looking at also getting a bit of higher education, expanding yourself. Some of you could be also looking at, you know, your emotional self and wanting to bring some balance there. Some of you could also be having somebody who's a little more disciplined than themselves, somebody coming into their lives that's going to bring a different kind of energy, a different kind of healing. So be aware of this. You know, you're opening yourself up. If you can let go of what has happened, you can let go of that toxic situation that you were in, you can open yourself up to getting into a relationship that is more healthy for you. You do need to realize that you do need to, you know, have a strategy in your life, because some of you may be just going through things, not having a goal in mind, not being specific about how you want to achieve things. Some of you may just be saying to yourself, I'm just going with the flow. But in this case, you know that you need to realize that you can't have this attitude. You know, some of you may just be going along and saying whatever. And in this case, the path to least resistance, which may be very tempting to some of you right now, is not going to lead you anywhere. So you need to be prepared to deal with the mundane tasks of life. You need to take your time, plan your course of action, instead of just floundering around and being lost in confusion. Put a mental effort into your situations. You need to have a comprehensive plan for yourself. You need to say to yourself, you know what, I'm not going to be this person. I'm not this person. You know what, I'm more structured, I'm more focused. I know what it is that I want. So Gemini, think about this carefully. You know, you don't need to be stuck. You don't need to be caught up in any kind of drama. Just think. You can be very strategic. And just right now you're called to have a plan. Okay, let's get some more clarity here for you, Gemini. Okay, passion and pleasure, amazing. Passion and pleasure popped out there. I was saying having a plan, but the cards are also saying to you to enjoy your life, to bring back this passion in your life, to bring back this passion to yourself. Some of you could have just lost this meaning in life. You could have just lost your joy and your laughter and fun. You just totally lost yourself in all of this drama that's been happening in your life. And you may just also have just recognized what's been going on in some cases. So bring back some fun into your life. Dance, go out with your friends, reconnect with friends, have this party, have fun in your life. And now believe in love and magic again. Believe that you can heal from the wounds, heal from your situations, and know that you need to just change your path. You need to choose a new path, and you need to move forward on this new path. And by doing that, you need to also come to a point where, like I said, instead of floundering around, not knowing what to do, understand that all is possible in your life, that you can move forward, that there can be this change. You can bring back this bliss and this happiness. You don't need to be stuck in this despondency and this negativity of going nowhere slowly. So, you know, bring this, be an active participant in your life, Gemini. Don't just float around in your life and in your situation. Okay, let's draw another card for you here. Let's see, what is your grounding message here? Okay, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Jump in. Say yes to change. I mean, this is what we're saying. You know what? Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in the drama. Don't get stuck in what was happening. You know, I'm not sure if you can see this, a figure of somebody diving into this pool of water. It almost looks like it's an eye, you know, diving into the eye of things, diving into the center of things, having this new vision for yourself. Understanding that life is energy, life is wonderful, and you can change this. And all you need to do, instead of standing on the sidelines, get involved and say yes to this change. Don't just go with the flow. Don't just accept things as they are. You know, let go. Take this action to let go of something that's not working. Let go of the arguing and the bickering. Let go of the toxic drama. Let go of the draining energy. Let go of somebody who's draining your finances. Let go of somebody who's just making you feel less than, and find this love. Get back into life and say, yes, you know what, I welcome this change. This is what I want to be. This is where I want to be. And just take this leap of faith and jump into life. So Gemini, hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next week. Take care and goodbye.